We actually just walked up to right at the end of our road where the Ural River starts. I'm now actually stood on the frozen Ural River. So you can see the one bank to the left of those trees and the other bank is just behind me there. So this is actually a river, the Ural River, and I'm actually stood on it now. It's completely frozen solid. It's out of this world again. I'm stood on a frozen river, and the river is quite an important, quite a long river, quite a deep river, quite a wide river. I'm just speechless. It's completely frozen. It's magical, absolutely magical. Wow. Just see if I can show you a bit of the frozen ice as well. Hello everyone. So we've just got back from school with the kids, and you know what, we thought, why don't we just stay outside? It's an absolutely glorious winter's day. It's blue skies, there's no wind. Yes, it's about -5, but it's actually warmed up a little bit. It's been hovering around about -15, -20, and I'll be honest, that does feel quite cold when you're trying to film and things like that. So we just thought, wow, what a beautiful day, blue skies. The sun is so bright today. Yes, it's reflecting off the snow, but it just looks so beautiful. And I thought, you know what, let's go for a walk, let's play in the snow, let's play in the garden, because yeah, winter, it's fascinating. We're not used to this kind of snow and winter, so yeah, let's make the most of it, because it does feel like spring is also on the way. It's warmed up, like I said, a little bit, but you know what, it's just so beautiful. And the sun, like I just said, it feels so strong. Yes, it is reflecting a little bit, but it actually feels quite warm on your face. It's unbelievable. The only thing I can kind of describe it to in my experience is when I've been skiing in some of the European kind of mountains, resorts there. But it's yeah, it's just so lovely, and I really kind of just wanted to share it with you. For viewers that are maybe not used to kind of this weather, this climate, this amount of snow, and for me, being an Englishman, you know, it's my second winter here, and it's just been so fascinating through this winter again, especially whilst we've moved into our new home. We've got through quite a harsh winter. I know a lot of Russian people will say, well, this is Russia, you know, it's you just get used to it. But to us, it's absolutely fascinating. Even now, I'm walking down the road, and the road, I don't know if you can see on the camera there, it's like ice. It's literally like an ice rink. This whole road stretches for about 1 kilometre that way, and then about probably half a kilometre. I would say it's about 1.5 kilometres our road, with the houses on either side, but the road is literally like pure ice. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky driving. Yes, you have to be careful, but yeah, things like that. But it's just, I don't know, I'm just not used to this. I'm not used to this kind of beauty. It's so light, the air is so fresh. It's just incredible to get out and walk. So yeah, I just wanted you to kind of have a look at some of the scenery, some of the kind of houses that are here again. I know I've shown you this before, but yeah, we've been kind of stuck inside a little bit. It has been extremely cold, but I think we're over the brunt of the kind of severe frost, as they call them here, where it's, you know, like -30 degrees. Just stop here a minute, there's a car going past. But yeah, it's just little bit of a walk and talk. Kids are safe playing in the garden. Ooh, yep, there you go. See, it's quite slippy, but it's yeah, it's all good. I think the reason why it's been kind of so icy this year is Compared to last year, the temperature was pretty much -20, -30, the same, and it didn't really warm up. But every time it's kind of snowed, there's been a lot more snow this year, but every time it's snowed, it's kind of warmed up to about 3 degrees. And that's made the snow kind of melt, slushy in places, but then overnight it's dropped down to about -20 or below. So when that snow's fallen, or it's fallen off the houses, things like that, and the cars have kind of made it slushy, it's then frozen, and it's frozen solid. And then we've had a good kind of now 2 weeks of pretty much -20, and it's just, yeah, it's slippy. I don't think that is kind of usual for this region. I think what we've heard, a lot of people have been saying, yeah, it's unusual to have kind of this much ice. It doesn't usually thaw then freeze so much, but as you can see behind me there, this is kind of how much snow they've had to deal with. It's yeah, it's rather a lot. But we find, like I said before, the roads are ploughed, and people tend to their kind of entrances, clear their entrances. But yeah, it's just everywhere you look, it's like being on another planet. It really, really is. It's just fascinating. So yes, it will be sad to see the snow go, but we're also looking forward to spring now. It will allow us to get out a little bit more. I really want to show you some interesting places of this region, and yeah, the snow is great, but it is. I'll be honest, it is tricky for driving, especially with the ice. It's not so bad on the main roads. It's just when you kind of have to park or something like that, where the snow is frozen, it makes it quite difficult to park and obviously walk around, especially with little ones. It can yeah, get a bit slippy, but I'm not complaining. It's just we've got through a winter, our second winter, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, I'm probably going to get a lot of comments saying, "Oh, you're so happy all the time. Stop being so happy. You know, you just can't be this happy." But we are. We're so happy. It's been an experience in itself. Yes, moving into a home, a house with a garden, and experiencing, you know, a winter like this within your own home. Yes, it was a test on the house at the same time, you know, with the heating, how things like that are going to work. Is the water supply going to freeze? Is it going to be insulated okay? But we've had no problems. The house has been amazing. Even with our little one being born, it's been very comfortable, and just, yeah, it's so lovely. We are thoroughly enjoying being in Orenburg as a family, and just getting used to these beautiful different seasons in this fascinating region, Orenburg region. Like I keep saying, this is something I'm not used to, being from the UK. We just don't get seasons like this. It's pretty much, yeah, we'll get 2 months of summer, fairly warm, and then average temperatures throughout the year about 10-15 degrees then. So it's, yeah, to experience this is, I call it priceless. This is Russia, you know. This is something that is absolutely fascinating about this vast country. Yes, you think of Russia being constantly cold like this, which is, to me, as you know, I love the snow, but also now we're coming into spring, I'm really looking forward to that as well, mainly because it's also very warm here. It can get up to about 40 degrees Celsius in the summer. You get about 5 months of glorious summer as well. So we'll be showing you the rivers, swimming in the lakes, all kind of things like that. So it's just, to me, Russia's an adventure in itself. It's just a vast country that you can explore forever and ever and ever. So there's so many things to do. There's so many recreational, beautiful spots to see, you know, along with the culture and the food, because even Orenburg, it's so kind of, almost went again then, better be careful here, but it's quite funny. But even with the different kind of ethnic groups, multiculturalism here, the food is great, so we're looking forward to kind of trying some more of the different foods and really embracing the beauty and the culture, and most importantly, the amazing people of Russia and mainly of where we live as well. So it's yeah, it's another happy video. Again, I'll probably get some comments, like I said, of "Oh, you're too happy. This is all false" or something like that. But it's not. It's me, an Englishman, showing you how my family, how happy we are, how happy I am that I've made the decision to come here. So yeah, it's good. It's very good. And like I keep saying, just experiencing things like this is absolutely priceless. So yeah, it's sorry, we've got another car coming. I'll just kind of stop here again to show you some of the houses behind. Lovely houses. We are just so impressed with ours. The contractor that we used, the developer that we used, he was yeah, excellent. And like I said, we got through this cold winter. The houses absolutely amazingly insulated, all the utilities working. So yeah, it's been a good winter, very good winter. Can't wait for the next one next year, but it'd be good to see the summer again, and especially spring. Albeit the beginning of spring can be a bit strange because all this snow has to melt, has to go somewhere or try and go somewhere. So we can probably, for about 1 or 2 weeks, we can get quite it can get quite muddy, and quite, it looks quite like it's flooded in places because obviously this melts, all this snow melts, and it's got to go somewhere. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So we'll get through that 2 weeks, and then bang, spring will be here, start to warm up, and we can get out and about more. Oh, but yeah, but actually, that's one interesting fact. It's like I've often said, because here in our home we're on mains gas, mains electricity, things like that, but the water is not city mains. We have each house has its own well. So it's a big borehole that goes down about, I think, about 12 or 15 meters into the ground. It's actually located in the garage, and then there's a pump that goes down that hole, and then pipes connect to it, and it feeds the water from underground. And again, this is something that amazed me at first. I'm like, how is there so much water under the ground? Yes, I can obviously see when all this snow melts, it will kind of go underground, but through the summer months, it doesn't rain that much. So it's like, it's just something I've not been used to, having my own well. And it's like, where does all this water come from? And supposedly there's like rivers of water under the ground all throughout this region, and that's where all your fresh water comes from. Yes, obviously we have a filter in the garage, in the water system, that then goes obviously through to your taps and things like that. But it's yeah, it's something that's fascinated me. It's like, where's all this water come from? But it's again, this is Russia. It's such a vast land. Every region is different. Yes, it's just wonderful, especially in this blue sky. There's the children in the background again. And if you can see them, they couldn't wait to get out, like I said. Building, I don't know what they're building. They're always building something. I think Mr. Snowman over there has had its last day. I think the head's fallen off somehow, but oh well, we'll build another one. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It was, like I said, another kind of happy walk, just to really show you the end of winter, coming into spring now, and what an experience it has been as a family here in beautiful Russia.